Awesome. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Kimberly, I'm good. Thanks for talking to me. Wanting to
Absolutely.
talk to me.
Absolutely. So I'm Kimberly from Night Owl Media, and I have a few questions about Goldie. I was able to watch a few of the screener episodes and just really enjoyed it. And so I'm excited to chat with you today about the making of it and the inspiration behind the show. So here are a few questions. First, Goldie is based on your award-winning short film. What inspired you to create the original story, and how did it evolve into a full series?
Yeah, so I started creating the short in 2016. That's when I started writing it, and I think just kind of the climate at that time. I felt very strongly that I wanted to create a female character who took up space.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And I I saw a giant girl as being the perfect character to do that. Because just by existing, I felt like I felt I felt empowered by that, and that she's kind of this undeniable force, being a giant. So that kind of is where it came from. And then I also really liked the idea that she has these giant sized emotions too.
Mhm.
And I think that is what kind of drives the series.
Yeah, I really like that. And I love what you just said that, just her in and of herself, she takes up space. Undeniable, right? So the theme of celebrating differences is central to Goldie. Why was this message important for you to explore in a children's show?
Well, I feel strongly that kids should see um, characters from different backgrounds on screen. And I wanted that to be really celebrated on the show.
Mhm.
And I wanted Boysenberg, which is the town they live in, to really be this idealized town, tight community where everyone cares for each other. The mayor is your friend, and kind of uh, people of different sizes are accepted for who they are. And so for the show too, it's really a lot about self acceptance for each of the characters.
Mhm.
And I think that's important because I think that's something kids struggle with. They're always comparing themselves to other kids. And I think it's a lesson we all can learn, really.
Absolutely. Especially these days.
Yeah.
So Goldie is a giant with a big heart. What went into developing her character, and were there any personal influences behind her personality?
So I think I always thought of her character as being kind of naive,
Mhm.
um, about the world, and like kind of like she's half been a part of society but still doesn't understand some things. And kind of through the show, she learns a lot. She makes a lot of mistakes, and that was important to me too.
Mhm.
I didn't want her to feel like too much of like a perfect protagonist hero type. She's really makes a lot of mistakes, but learns from them. And so even though she's really big, she still has room to grow even bigger as a person.
I love that. That's great. So you just mentioned Boysenberg, and that kind of is a good segue into my next question. It feels like such a rich and imaginative setting. How did you approach building that world for the series?
Yeah, well, for the short, I worked with my art director, German Orozco, and kind of told him I wanted it to be inspired by kind of a idealized European town. And then he took inspirations from different Czech illustrators and mid-century illustrators that kind of had this storybook charm to their illustrations. And then when it became a series, my art director Ross Love built it out into what you see today as just a really fully fleshed out world that lots of creatures and people can inhabit.
That's great. With so many fantastic animated series on Apple TV right now, what do you think makes Goldie stand out from the rest?
Well, I mean, it's almost exactly like Severance, except I'm just kidding. I think that uh, it's a comedy and that there aren't too many family or kids shows that really commit to being comedies on the platform. So I think that that's one way it'll stand out. Um, but I also think it will uh, work well too into what is already there, which is a lot of the shows on there, like Ted Lasso and different shows have this like nice core
Right.
feeling to them that you watch them and it makes you feel good. And I really wanted that with my show. I wanted to feel, especially in these times, like an escape for people, a warm escape, happy escape.
Well, great. Yeah. My last question was just if you could give young viewers one takeaway from Goldie, what would it be?
It would be that you're never too big or too much, um, that you're perfect just the way you are, whether it's size or color, skin, or, whatever. So it's just a great lesson of self-acceptance that I think Goldie and the other kids learn again and again on the show.
Great. Well, I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing more Goldie in the future, and I look forward to hearing what other families have to say as well.
Thank you. Me too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kimberly.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You
You
too.
too.
Okay, bye-bye.